You may be part owner someday, but you did not build this company. And you couldn't run it if your life depended on it.
Hi, honey. What's wrong?
Ridge is right. I can't do this.
What are you talking about? Yesterday you were ready to blow him out of the water.
That was before I saw the agenda for the board meeting.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Nothing if you've got a PhD in international finance. This meeting is going to be a nightmare. Ridge wants to discuss currency exchanges, taxes, jet operation. I don't know anything about this stuff.
Well, nobody expects you to. You're still learning.
Forrester is a business, not a classroom.
That's Ridge talking.
Well, maybe he's got a point. I'm not ready for this. I'm not going over there.
You still have time. Call one of your professors or go to the library. You can't give up, Rick. That's exactly what Ridge wants. If you back out, then he wins.
You've chosen some rather heavy topics for today's board meeting.
I just wanted to get them out of the way, that's all.
And if Rick shows up, you wouldn't put him on the spot with any of these, would you?
If he shoots his mouth off again, I'm gonna call him on it. The kid has to realize he's way out of his league.
Well, he's too young to sit on the board. I agree with you on that.
He had no idea what we were talking about, Mother. It's completely over his head. You saw him. He froze up like a deer caught in the headlights.
All right. That's enough. You made your point. Now leave Rick alone.
Massimo, why do you go on torturing yourself? If you want to do this thing, just do it.
And tell Ridge I'm his father.
Yes, why not?
Because I gave Stephanie my word, Sally.
I know that. And I gave you my word that I wouldn't tell anyone anything about it, and I haven't. But if you ever change your mind about this, tell me immediately, because I really wouldn't mind dropping that particular bombshell on that arrogant family.
No, Sally. This has to be done very carefully. Before Ridge can know the truth, I've got to gain his respect. He has got to appreciate the kind of life I can give him. It's the only way he will accept me.
Massimo, I know you are a person who is used to having his own way, but that is a pretty tall order, even for you.
I never said it was going to be easy.
Do you have a plan?
Yes, I do. In fact, I've already put it into action.
Come on, Massimo, give. What have you got up your sleeve?
Believe me, Sally, I have been thinking about this for weeks, and I've just been waiting for all the pieces to fall into place.
And now they have?
Yes. See, I didn't know how to react to Ridge's new position at Forrester. I mean, I couldn't imagine that Brooke was going to give him all that power. But then I realized she didn't. All she really gave him was a title.
He's running the company, Massimo. The title she gave him was Chief Executive Officer.
But his half-brother and sister are heir to most of the stock. And sooner or later, they are going to take over. Ridge will have given his lifeblood to a company he'll never own. All his efforts will be wasted. He's going to be replaced.
You almost sound happy about that.
The sooner Ridge is removed from Forrester, the better.
And that is your plan? That is your plan for getting Ridge's respect? By getting him fired?
No, 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 no. I'm going to set him free. Ridge is not a Forrester. He shouldn't be running that company. That job belongs to Rick, who will own 25% of the company. He's Eric and Brooke's son.
He's a boy, Massimo. He's still in college.
He is the rightful heir, Sally.
Rightful heir? What are you talking about? You planning some kind of coup? You're gonna go in there and storm Castle Forrester and put Prince Rick on the throne yourself?
No, I'm going to give him the tools to take over on his own. If I teach him just...
You teach him what? Is that your plan? You're gonna teach him by supporting the opposition?
Sally, Ridge will never reach his full potential at Forrester Creations. He belongs here, with me. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure that happens.
Massimo, have you ever talked to Rick about any of this?
I sent him a note.
Then you really have no idea whether he is interested in running the company or not.
Oh, he wants to run it, all right. And he will, once I show him how. Sally, I've got to get through to him. My son's future depends on it.
Don't you hear what I'm saying? I can't win. Ridge just stacked the deck. If I go to that board meeting, I'm a sitting duck.
This isn't right. Can't let Ridge get away with this. You know, if your mom was here, she would have a fit.
Yeah, but I told her that I would take care of it.
Then you have to be there.
Look, I want to stand up for my mom. I want to protect the company that she built, but I don't have the tools. Look at these reports. International currency exchange tables, European tax laws, the sales impact of the new Eurodollar. I don't understand any of this stuff. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Rick, I'd like to see you. Come to my office, it's urgent.
Who's it from?
Massimo Morone.
Massimo? Isn't that the guy who set your mom up and sent her to Paris?
Yeah. He better leave her alone.
You don't think he's after her again, do you?
I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. But I'm gonna find out.
Yes, Heidi. Oh, thank you. Rick Forrester just called. He's on his way in.
Getting Rick Forrester to come over here is one thing. Getting him to do what you want is quite another.
Well, he'll accept my offer unless he's a fool.
Well, he's a Forrester. That means he can be foolish. They are. They are also stubborn and full of pride. Remember that. And never forget that Rick knows about that stunt you tried to pull with his mother, all right? Now, I don't mean to be negative here. I'm just telling you to face reality, okay? It is not going to be easy. But good luck anyway.
Thank you. Understand all of this, but I'm doing it all for you.
Rich, Rick got the point. I mean, there's no need to humiliate him any further.
He humiliated himself.
That's not true. You knew he didn't know the answers to those questions.
So did he, but he wouldn't admit it. Instead, he plays the big man, the Mr. Business School. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to reward that kind of behavior. If he wants to be treated with respect, he has to show some respect.
Well, I think Ridge has a point. Rick came into that board meeting the other day with a big chip on his shoulder. We all saw it, didn't we?
Yeah, I saw it too. He's upset. He's upset about the bedroom line.
Yeah, well, he's entitled to his opinion. That doesn't mean I have to base my decisions on it.
No, it doesn't, and I don't expect you to. I'll admit his behavior was inappropriate. It has no place in the boardroom.
I don't think he's going to grace us with a repeat performance.
You can't keep him out of the meeting.
He's not on the board, Mother. And if he has nothing to offer, he has no reason to be there.
How do you know he has nothing to offer?
I don't. But I don't see anything in this agenda that should appeal to him.
More international business?
We are a multinational corporation, not a schoolroom for petulant young schoolboys.
Send him in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. Hello, Rick. Please, come in. Massimo Moroni.
I know who you are.
Well, then, at least let me say how happy I am that you accepted my invitation.
Look, I don't know what you're up to, but I'm not gonna fall for it. I know everything. My mother told me. Paris, the lies, the threats. You practically tore my family apart.
It was maybe hard for you to believe, but actually, I was trying to help.
We don't need your help.
I think you do. In fact, I am almost sure that I can be of great assistance to you.
Okay. This meeting is over. I just came here to tell you to leave my family alone.
Oh, I understand how busy you are, especially with this special meeting this afternoon. It's got to be exciting. A bright young man like yourself, still in college, suddenly thrust into the boardroom. I don't suppose you need any help with that, hmm?
Did you set this agenda? Currency exchanges, international taxes, jet operation?
Those are the bullet points.
Well, I hope you're going to serve antacid and aspirin with this luncheon menu of yours.
That's very funny, Mother.
I doubt Rick is going to see the humor in this.
But he needs to lighten up, doesn't he?
So do you, Ridge. The animosity between you two is getting a little out of hand.
He was asking for it.
All right, Rick was out of line. I don't disagree with that, but Ridge, you're the leader of this company. The way you conduct yourself reflects directly on the whole enterprise.
You questioned my authority in front of the entire board. I'm not going to stand for that.
I'll talk to him. Where is he?
I have no idea. Sent the meeting notes over to the house.
You sent him the agenda?
He embarrassed himself so badly in front of Eve. I don't want him doing the same thing in front of Chuck.
Chuck Williams, our financial advisor?
Yeah, I've invited him to sit in today.
Good, that's good. He's very sharp. Rick can learn a lot from him.
Dad, Chuck is not going to be lecturing. We have a lot of important issues to go over, and I'm not going to explain every detail to little Rick.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think he'll even be here.
You don't? Why not?
Well, you sent him the notes, the agenda. When he takes a look at it, he'll realize he doesn't know anything about these topics, financial, international finances, and jet operation, that sort of thing. He's a bright boy, but he's going to be in over his head, and he'll know it. I don't think he'll show up.
What do you know about this meeting?
I know that you're going to attend.
Well, maybe you don't know as much as you think.
Oh, don't tell me you're getting cold feet. I mean, that's understandable. After all, you're still a very young man, and you've got so much to learn. Being thrust into a board meeting can be quite intimidating.
I'm not intimidated.
Now listen, there's no shame in this. Do you understand? Especially after what happened at the last meeting.
How do you know about that?
I'm very well aware of what's going on at Forrester Creations. I know all the changes that Ridge has been making, and I know how you feel about it. And I mean, it's got to be frustrating for you, right? To see your legacy being dismantled this way and not being able to do anything about it. Besides, the day is going to come when you're going to be leading Forrester. Now, the question is, when will you be ready? And how many changes will Ridge have made before you are?
That's none of your business.
Apparently, it's not yours either.
It will be as soon as I finish school.
Ah, that's it. You think that you're going to be able to run an international company on a bachelor's degree? Rick, running a multinational organization is extremely complicated, huh? It's a Herculean challenge. Believe me, I know. Every day, you have to navigate an intricate maze of labor laws, foreign taxes, currency exchanges. Believe me, it's bewildering, even to the most experienced businessman.
But not for you, right? Not the great Massimo Morone with all of his awards and his flags and his ships.
Look, I don't want to be condescending, and I'm sure you've touched on some of these subjects in your classes. I mean, UCLA is an excellent school. But what they will teach you in 4 years, I can teach you in 4 hours.
What?
I want to help you, Rick. I can prepare you for this meeting.
Why would you do that for me?
Right. Let me ask you a more relevant question. Eric is your father. Brooke is your mother. Together, they have made Forrester Creations what it is today. Correct?
Yes.
And don't you deserve to be running that company?
You want to help me take over Forrester Creations.
You're the heir, Rick.
Just what do you get out of this?
I get the pleasure of seeing father and son united in business. I get the satisfaction seeing a father pass on his legacy to his son, which is the way it should be, which it will be if you accept my offer.
What about Ridge?
You don't worry about Ridge. You just worry about yourself. That's the first lesson in business. You take care of your interest, everything else will fall into place.
You're serious about this?
Yes, but the question here is, are you? Are you willing to take this responsibility? I don't mean, by the way, in a few years or even when you graduate school, all right? I mean right now.
Now?
I know everything there is to know about international business, Rick. I have contacts, as you can see, all over the world. I know all the rules, and I know how to bend them. Imagine what you could do with that knowledge. Think about it, Rick. Huh? You give me a few months, and it all will be yours. Listen to me. You do as I say, and I guarantee you, you'll be running your father's company. And Ridge, my son, will run mine.